Hi, this is PJ, and today we're gonna talk about the game Wayfinder. This is a game that has been around for quite a while. There are a couple of trailers from at least an year ago, but it seems there has been a new launch trailer from a couple of hours from today. Uh, I know this is an action RPG and it has some co-op elements, but apart from that, there is nothing much that I know about this game, so I'm going very much blind in this reaction. So yeah, let's see what they have to offer. Solo or co-op.
Here we go.
Who's next?
Ah, I see. Ooh, okay, there's too much. Huh. Oh, cool trailer. All right, let me get back a little bit on this ending scene just so we can see more info. Oh, if it could, okay. Available now on Steam and PS5. I think this is from the actually this is from the Wayfinder channel, but I know that there is another trailer exactly like this one on the PlayStation channel. So I'm I'm not sure, but maybe this is a launch for the PlayStation, but it has been around for the Steam and PCs for a while. So yeah, very interesting trailer. I actually got very mixed uh, reactions about what I saw because I saw very elements from specific genres and but also elements from other genres as well. So I am very confused. This is very interesting for me to try to understand what kind of a game are we talking about here. Maybe I should have seen the older trailers. Maybe they explain better. But so far, this is what we got. I know this is. Can I make it slower? I can. Uh, so far, we can totally assure that this is very fantastic. It is co-op or solo, okay? So let's go bit by bit. We got a lot of gameplay, no cinematics, which is something that I enjoy on trailers. Well, not exactly no cinematic, but it is very focused on gameplay. This is what I'm really interested here. I want to see gameplay. I want to see what the game is and what features we can take from the trailer. So this is all gameplay, fully gameplay. We can see some characters. Okay, there is crossplay, which is good. When they say explore here, this is what throws me off a little bit because they have boss hunts, they have specific characters. You can build your character, you can equip weapons, it seems. Um, but it also has explore, it has customization of houses. So I'm not sure if this is open world or if this is sectioned in different game modes, we could say. But so far from this trailer, it seems that it is open world. when they say explore. And then we can see, well, there you go. Open world zones. Okay, this is more specific. Usually, when they say open world zones, they mean that there are vast areas, but they are organized in zones. So you cannot go like, let's say, let's compare to GTA, Grand Theft Auto. There are the world is completely open. Like you can go from one city to another using a car or a boat or an airplane, right? When they say zones, it is usually there's this big city, we could call it in GTA, but you cannot leave the city. To leave the city, you need to go to a hub, to a special place where you can travel, and then you go to the other place. Okay, so this is what I'm getting from this trailer and what the info they give us. When they say zones, this is what I understand. It's like you go to a place, and in this place you can explore vastly what it has to offer there, but you cannot go from the other zones from this place. This is what I understand. I haven't played the game, and those are beautiful. I like the art style. This art style reminds me so much of a game that I used to play a long time ago called Paladins. So it is very fond to me. I like this art style a lot. Uh, this area specifically is very colorful, very tones of different types of colors. So there is a nice mix here, especially with these characters, this mount and this character here. They make a nice blend. This area is also beautiful, has a nice nightmare and terror, horror vibe to it, like very abandoned and kind of sad actually. So, and I like the dark theme, so I think this is really cool. But it is still in an artistic style that makes it not, sorry, makes it not, full horror, full like you are in dread here. It's like this is something that it is kind of spooky-ish, but it is still a fun game. It's not a horror game. Then we see is this a mine? I think this is a mining shaft or something like that. Again, another set of fantastic elements here. This is fantastic as well. Oh, this one is cool. I like this one. So there are broken stairs. Those are statues. There is, I think this is a big statue here. And I like this effect. And from this scene, we can see that maybe there are some platforming problems or obstacles for you to solve as a player. So maybe this is what they mean about exploring. This is like a complete zone for you to advance. So there's probably an objective here, and to reach this objective, you need to traverse many obstacles and find your path. And from the open world vibe, I'm guessing there are multiple paths leading to this objective. This is really interesting. I'm slowly getting into this vibe. I think I might even enjoy playing this game. It looks cool. Looks cool. And then we find the boss. They call it boss hunts. Maybe this is what the vibe of the game is. It is just a boss hunt. You go to a zone, explore the area, find the boss, beat the boss, get back with rewards, and then you level up to go again. Uh, very, very interesting. This vibe is reminding me very casually about Warframe. I was never a Warframe player. I played it once, maybe twice. I was never into the game too much because I'm not into the robots, big robots vibe. It's not really my thing. but and it was too fast paced for a new player like me, so I was very uh, overwhelmed by the game. But I think the flow of the game, we call it the car loop. Car loop. When you design a game, you have to make sure the car loop is very present and it is easy to understand, not only as to you as a designer, or even for the team as they are developing the game, but also to the players so they can understand, oh, we go do this to reach this part, so then we go to this area, then return to the initial point, and then you do this again. All games that are very successful follow this core loop mentality. It is easier to concept, it is really, really easier to understand, and it is easier to adapt and to get understand what the game is about, you know. And I think the core loop here is very similar to Warframe, just from what I'm seeing in the trailer. I might be wrong, but this is what I'm getting. You go to an area, you explore, collect items, fight the boss, return, level up your character, and then get ready to do this all over again. And since this is a co-op game, uh, it is even more similar to Warframe, which is also a single player but co-op game as well. You can play it single or co-op. Let's see if we can get some of these boss designs. This is a very big one, and you see that to fit on this presentation here, the camera goes way back just to make sure that you can see the scale between your character and the boss. And I don't know if this is just for the cinematic here, just to get this impact of how big this boss is, or if in game the camera can move way back or stay closer to the character. This is something that we have said in previous reacts. I think this is really important. Sometimes if the camera is not good, it can be a really big obstacle and destroy the experience of the player. So this is a nice touch if this is something that you can expect to happen while you're playing the game. Big boss, longer camera. Small boss, you can be more approachable. Or if you are in a more immersive scene, something more emotional or more connected to your character, then you can get closer and personal to your character as well. So this is a very big boss. I like the design. I don't know where it is actually inspired. I feel some Cthulhu vibes from these tentacles and how big it is, but that is only it. Aside from that, no idea where this is inspired. Um, then we see this guy with a rock crystal axe. He's roaring. We can see some abilities from the characters here. This guy uses a shield and he's just walking. He has a sword and shield. This guy, this other guy, using two daggers. He can just quick step or dash back. This is a different boss. This guy is using some kind of a gun, maybe a machine gun or something. This one, ooh, I like those guys. I like those type of guys. Very mobile, has some air movements and big, strong weapons. I like those. These are usually uh, more relatable for new players. So usually they make those big, burly, and strong characters the easier for new players to approach the game, like barbarians for RPGs. So it is usually good for you to get the new vibe of the game and what you can do and the power play of this type of characters and mechanics. This area is interesting too. Randomized dungeons. Okay, I just looked on the scene. So randomized dungeons. This this is really really interesting. Uh, so I'm not sure if Warframe has this as well. Again, I'm not a Warframe player, Uh, but this is something that can make me come back to the game over and over again. So when they say randomized dungeons, they mean that they are uh, generated procedurally. And what this means is that we don't have set dungeons. We have a lot of set pieces and paths and rooms and ambience, and the art style of it can be set as well. And then the coding is what determines how this dungeon will be fully set, with the enemies, with the rooms and the paths and bosses as well. So I'm curious to see how they handle this. This is something that I really enjoy, uh, but it can be tricky to make work in a game. We have seen some games that do this well, and some games that don't do this well. So I'm very curious to see how this works. Uh, yeah, and this is something that would definitely keep me playing the game. Just to know that every time I get into a dungeon, it is fully random, it is totally new. Uh, and we as players, we are used to getting patterns. You get to understand how patterns work, and then when you throw off random dungeons, this stabilizes a little bit of the pattern, but it focus on you understanding how the randomness works. I don't know if I'm being very, very easy to understand here, but this is how this works. You get to understand mostly how the randomization of this dungeon works, and then you get to feel the sense that, yeah, I understand this, so it is not that hard. So yeah, let's move on. Randomized dungeons, we see some enemies, some power-ups. I like this punch. Big guy with axe. Are those bombs? There are some explosions. I think, yeah. Some bombs. Explore, collect. And then we got to the characters. I want to dive in just a little bit because characters are such a big thing for me. So we have this lion guy with a big axe, looks cool. Then this girl with glowing gauntlets. I love her design. Glowing eyes, big thing for me. I like glowing eyes, shows a lot of power. She has a little trinket. I'm not sure. Charm. Maybe this is a charm. On her dagger. Looks like a Halloween bomb, like a pumpkin bomb. Oh, maybe this is her theme. I don't know. This guy with, I think this is the guy with the gun. He has a mask, has a big flask or lantern. Not sure. In this scene, we can see a lot of the art style. I really enjoy this art style. Looks so cool. He has a bomb or something. Ooh, I like this guy. I like this guy. This gets me a lot of Final Fantasy vibes, because especially because of the hat and the dark no face features, and just the glowing eyes has a lot of Final Fantasy in it. But of course, this is not a fully a mage, because he has a big weapon on his back. I'm not sure. I think this is a scythe. I think this is a scythe. So he's more like a grim reaper, maybe vibe. I'm not sure. And this is, interestingly, this looks like a city, and we have NPCs. So this is a little tiny bit of information that we got from this trailer. There are NPCs. This is something that I was completely not expecting. I was just expecting, get to a zone, get on mission, go full ahead, explore, find the boss, kill the boss, get back. So maybe there are some things that you can do with NPCs, maybe they can get you some side quests or just talk about the world. Maybe you get the lore from the NPCs. I don't know, but this opens up uh, more possibilities for me to understand what we can expect from the game. City, 160 weapons and skins. This is very big as well. This is what keeps a lot of players coming back to the game, you know, just to customize your character and your weapons. I enjoy this as well. We see the character, the player is slowly customizing the character here, you know, changing the weapon and also, oh no, just the weapon. And then we see this is a lot. This got me very confused at first, but I'm sure as you get on the game, you might get user to what this all of this means. A lot of statistics here. So this is very much RPG. You can just compare statistics and make sure that you are building your character to what specific action you want it to perform. I want to see if we can get the vibe if those weapons are restricted to characters or if they are free and you can build your character to also select the type of weapon that you wanted to use. So far, it is. I think this is not that clear. So I'm guessing this is free. I'm not sure. There are weapon abilities. Okay, this is cool. Then we get armor sets, which is the skins part. I'm really liking this, guys. I think I might give it a try if I can. I might give it a try. Looks good. Looks really, really good. Then dyes. We can also color. Oh, primary, secondary, trim, emissive, custom 1 and 2. So there are six categories of dyes for you to color your character. This is awesome, guys. This is awesome. You can color your character and your weapon. Housing items for those who like to build your own home. I'm not really fond of this, so this is something that I usually skip on my games. But this shows how much this game wants to try to get as many different type of players as it can. It is similar to MMO, I gotta say, very similar to MMOs where they have a very very different type of mechanics and game modes to try to focus on different types of players and house furnishing. I'm not sure if I'm saying the right word, but building your house, it is something that it is focused to a specific type of player, and they are trying to get these types of players as well to play their game. Cool. That's emotes, camera rotation. Okay. No microtransactions. This is big. This is big. When they say one price, no microtransaction, it is that you buy the game is not free, but once you bought the game, you get the whole deal. You don't have to worry about microtransactions. So I wonder if this means this game is a live game. If this is a game that will get patches and updates with new content for free. We have some games that work this way, so maybe this is what they mean. Then we got some footage of how the gameplay work, a couple of skills, a couple of powers. I don't want to focus too much on this trailer because we've been analyzing this for quite a while now. Dude, I love the art style and those animations as well. Does this mean we got some ultimate attacks? This is what I'm trying to understand. Maybe these characters have abilities and maybe they have also ultimate attacks. You know, the most powerful attack in your arsenal. This is something that it is very common when you have specific heroes. You know, it is a hero centric game. So usually they have uh, the their combat style, they have their powers, regular power, and then you get the really big ultimate power. Maybe this is what they are portraying here. Because the animation is epic. Yeah, this is Wayfinder, guys. I am very surprised when I heard about Wayfinder, when I saw the title, I really thought this was a more of a futuristic vibe, you know, more uh, robots and technology, which is again not my very primary taste. You know, this is something that I am not really fond. I like it. I can enjoy it, but it is not what will grab me first. But seeing this is fantasy, which is something that I really enjoy, yeah, I might give it a try. So yeah, this has been Wayfinder, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the channel if you enjoy what I've been putting here. This is I've been really fun. It's been really fun uh, trying these new things, and I hope you enjoy the next videos. Yeah, see ya. Bye bye.